Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a new poem, and the poem is A Roadside Stand. A Roadside Stand. It is composed by the well-known poet Robert Frost. Robert Frost is the well-known, reputed American poet. Well-known American poet of 20th century. He wrote the wide range of poetry. A wide range of poetry. Basically, his poems have the data of realistic account. The poem like Birches, Mending Wall, and The Road Not Taken may have the philosophical aspect as well. These poems, just I mentioned, have the philosophical aspect as well. Dear students, one of the most important aspect of his poetry is the rural life versus urban. What? See, the rural life versus urban. Here, rural means village. The life of the poor village farmers and the city dwellers is also one of the theme of his poems. And let me tell you that the same theme is being depicted here in the poem A Roadside Stand. A roadside stand exactly shows the life of rural people, the life of poor villagers, and in comparison to city dwellers, urban life. Here there is the connectivity, and a little bit of philosophy is that any country can't be developed if the process is being in the equal way. The development must be equal in the rural area as well as in the urban area. But it is significant thing here to mention that in the poem A Roadside Stand, the rural life is being mentioned that they are very far away from development because the urban people are not conscious about their wealthiness, about their prosperity. So, in the poem A Roadside Stand, the poet describes the condition of the poor village people. It also shows the attitude of urban people towards these villagers. So first of all, I would like to tell you, I would like to provide the basic, account or the theme of the poem. You have to write down it, and after that we read the poem. And let me tell you, nothing is going to remain untouched in this poem. I would like to give you each and every word explanation, most important questions, figure of speeches, and along with, the basic thing about the poet as well. See, the poem, you have to write down the poem A Roadside Stand. A poem, The Roadside Stand, deals with the lives of poor, deprived people villages. The poet has a great sympathy for these people. The poet has a great sympathy for these people. The poem also brings into focus the unfortunate fact that progress and development is unequal between the cities and villages. See, the poem A Roadside Stand deals with the lives of poor deprived people of villages. Deprived means wanted. People of the villages. The poet has a great sympathy for these people, for these poor people of village. The poem also brings into focus. Here you have to understand that the poem also brings into the focus of unfortunate fact. What is the unfortunate fact? That progress and development is unequal. It is not equal between the cities and the villages. I have already mentioned that the poet Robert Frost has the great idea for improving their lives, and one of his poems also suggests the same thing. But here, let me tell you that cities and villages, this is far away in comparison. According to the poet, the cities are more developed than the village. And what the poet wants to say, the necessity is that there should be equality of progress and development between cities and villages. In the poem, see one more sentence here. The poet describes the poet describes the feeling of the owners of the feelings of the owners of the roadside stand. Of the roadside stand, who seem to wait for those whizzing past car. Dear students, you have to write down this account, because this is the basic theme of the poem A Roadside Stand by Robert Frost. What the poem deals with? What is the idea of this poem? I have totally mentioned that this is the poem between the life of the poor village people and the life of urban people, the city dwellers. Here in this poem, Roadside Stand, the poet deals with the theme of lives of poor, deprived people of village, and the poet has a great sympathy for all these people. Because in the last stanza, the poet, produced his own feelings. Let me tell you that later. The poem also brings into the focus the unfortunate fact. This poem also narrates the unfortunate fact that progress and development is unequal. The progress and development is unequal between cities and villages. In the poem, the poet describes the feeling of the owners of the roadside stand. Here, let me tell you once more that in this poem, the poet describes the feelings of the owners of the roadside stand who seem to wait for those whizzing past cars. Okay, so a roadside stand is established near the highway, in the corner of the highway, and we came to know by this statement that they are waiting throughout the day for the city dwellers who whizzing past by this roadside stand without noticing them. So here, this is the basic thing of the poem, the roadside stand. Here, I would like to tell you the description of one by one line, one by one sentence of the poem. See, I hope you write down the theme of the poem. Here we came to know the first stanza of the poem, the little old house with a little new set, with a little new set. In front of the edge, in front of the edge of the road where the traffic spread, of the road where the traffic sped. Okay, where the traffic sped, a roadside stand. That too pathetically pledged. Pathetically pledged. It would not be fair to say for dole or bread. Dole or bread. But for some of the money, see, in case whose close spot? Whose flow sport, the flowers of the city, from sinking and withering faint. Withering faint. See, these are the first stanza of the poem, the first few lines of the poem. A roadside stand, as I earlier mentioned, that the roadside stand means the set near the public highway. And here, the owner of the roadside stand is one of the villager. Who is the owner of this roadside stand? Is one villager who has something to sell. He wanted to sell something in wooden bars. But is it appropriate to say that he wants some money without anything selling? No, that doesn't the perspective from the roadside stand owner. So here the first thing, before going to start the point, you have to understand that roadside stand is just a set near a public highway. Okay. And the owner of this roadside stand is one of the poor villager. And what he wants there, he wants that something to sell. He wanted that the people came there. The villagers always in a tactics, they always have the idea in their mind that certainly few of the city dwellers may stop there and purchase something from their set. Okay, but see here, the little old house, it is the description of the house of the poor villager with a little new set, and in front of his house there is a little new set, and it is being established by this villager. And what is idea behind to settle the new set is that somewhere down the line, any person who wants something to help them, I would like to say the word help, because most probably it is the thinking of the urban society people that they don't try to take anything from these poor villagers. That's why it is being said, the little old house with a little new set, it is preferred as a new set in front of the edge. Edge means kinara of the road, सड़क के, where the traffic sped तेजी से ट्रैफिक जहां से चलता है. I would like to explain it again. एक लिटिल ओल्ड हाउस है एक विलेजर का, और उसी के आगे एक छोटा सा छप्पर लगा रखा है, एक शेड है इन फ्रंट ऑफ द एज. एज मतलब किनारे के ऊपर, सड़क के किनारे के ऊपर. द रोड वेयर द ट्रैफिक स्पेड, policed traffic spread. Here the traffic is used for those people who usually go through there, and they didn't stop to purchase anything, to buy anything from the roadside stand. A roadside stand that's too pathetically placed. Here, it is very important to understand that a roadside stand means the owner of that roadside stand always pledge, urge, or request, or prayer पैथेटिकली, बड़े दयनीय ढंग से अर्ज करता है, निवेदन करता है, प्रार्थना करता है. क्या? इट वुड नॉट बी फेयर टू से, ये कहना बिल्कुल ठीक नहीं होगा, फॉर डोल और ब्रेड की वो प्रार्थना, वो निवेदन करता है डोल और ब्रेड के लिए. वो भिक्षा चाहता है, अल्म चाहता है, अल्म नहीं चाहता, भिक्षा नहीं चाहता, ब्रेड नहीं चाहता, लेकिन वो कुछ सामान है जिसको बेचना चाहता है. वो चाहता है कि वो उसके पास जो भी ऐसी चीजें हैं, वस्तुएं हैं जिसको सिटी डेवलपर्स प्राप्त कर सकते हैं, उनको कुछ शहरी पैसा मिल सकता है, वो ये चाहते हैं. वो कदाचित ये नहीं चाहते कि वो डोल और ब्रेड के लिए भिक्षा मांगते हैं, भीख मांगते हैं, भीख नहीं मांगते हैं. बट फॉर सम ऑफ द मनी, बट दे रिक्वेस्ट, दे अर्ज फॉर सम ऑफ द मनी इन कैश. Whose flow, जिसका बहाव, जिसका प्रवाह सहायता करेगा, सपोर्ट देगा, the floors of the city dwellers. I would like to say wealthy city people, the floors of the city, from sinking, डूबने से, withering faint, मुरझाने से. Let me explain the sentence once more, that जो roadside stand owner है, it is not appropriate to say that they want dole or bread. Try to understand the feeling here. The poet wants to say that there is a little old house, and in that little old house there is a little new set, and it is being established by the owner of the roadside stand. Okay. But the owner of this roadside stand always have a pathetic plead or urge or request to the urban people. And what here is the idea that it would not be fair to say it is not very appropriate to mention that they want dole or bread. Dole here means begging भीख, bread रोटी. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो वहां पर बैठ करके कुछ भिक्षा चाहते हैं, कुछ ब्रेड चाहते हैं, but for some of the money, but they require a little bit of money from the city dwellers in case whose close spot, और ये जो पैसा होगा इसका बहाव the floors of the city, wealthy people of the society or the city, उनको बचाएगा sinking डूबने से, withering faint मुरझाने से, उनको डम होने से, उनको गिरने से, उनको मुरझाने से और उनको डूबने से बचाएगा. Because it is a great statement by the poet that equal balance of economy is required to develop the country. Without equal balance of economy, you can't say that the country may even be said a developed country. So there must be the equal flow of money, and the equal flow of money is only possible if these people, these city dwellers, may purchase something from these poor people. But it is very unfortunate from the part of these city dwellers that none of them stop there. So in the next stanza, we came across with some more lines. See, here I would like to write down the next sentences. The floor of the city from withering faint, the polished traffic. The polished traffic passed with a mind ahead. Passed with a mind ahead without any attention. Mind ahead, or if ever aside. Of aside, a movement, then out of sorts, at having the landscape, marred with the artless paint. Artless paint of sign with unturned wrong, and us turned wrong. See this line from the poem. Offered for sale, wild berries in wooden pots. Or crooked net, golden squares, wooden pots or crooked net, golden squares with the silver words. See, in the previous sentence, in the previous line of this poem, the poet says that this flow of money, floor of the cities from sinking and withering, if they provide a little bit of money to these poor people, then certainly in a very indirect manner the same money may help the city dwellers. But here the poet says that the polished traffic, चमचमाता हुआ vehicle passed with a mind ahead without any notice. The cars near the roadside stand passed without a mind ahead, without any attention, or if ever aside a moment, then out of sorts. Then out of sorts means certainly if any of the cars stop in front of the roadside stand, it means it isn't for the purpose of purchasing something, but it is even for his own reason, own cause. At having the landscape marred, definitely they have a complaint that the landscape is being spoiled by this poor farmer with artless paint. It is certainly the complaint of this, the aristocratic people of the society. I would like to say these people, the aristocratic people of the society, that they have definitely spoiled the picture, the beautiful scenery of sign with unturned wrong and us turned wrong, where there must be the signal have noticed by these aristocratic people that they haven't find it appropriate that the signal board are in correct direction, even though these boards have also been spoiled by the poor farmer. They don't know that offered for sale wild berries, but these roadside stand people always have something, to sell, and that is they want wild berries, jungly pear, in wooden quartz. In wooden quartz means in wooden utensils or cracked enough golden space. There is one more thing to sell, and that is golden space, sunehra kaddu with the silver bars, sunehre button. Now, in these two sentences, the poet mentioned that what actually they had to sell. What actually they had to sell is wild berries and golden space in wooden pots or silver pots. Okay, सुनहरे बर्तनों में या लकड़ी के बने हुए बर्तनों में उनके पास जो क्रूक नेक जैसे बर्तन है, क्रूक नेक जैसी जो गोल्डन स्पेस है, उसको सिल्वर पॉट्स में वो लिए हुए हैं और चाहते हैं कि उनको कोई सिटी ड्वेलर आए, वहां पर कोई कार रोके और उस कार को रोकने के पश्चात उनसे वो परचेज करे, उनसे वो खरीदे ताकि उनको कैश के रूप में कुछ पैसा मिल सके. Here the polished traffic passed with a mind ahead. Let me revise once more. The polished traffic here, the people, the car who have a lot of money, wealthy people of the cities, passed with mind ahead without any notice. They passed through there. Or if ever aside a moment, यदि कोई रुकता भी है, then out of sorts, तो कुछ अपनी वजह से वो रुकता है. वो कुछ परचेज करने के लिए नहीं रुकता है, वो कुछ खरीदने के लिए नहीं रुकता, बल्कि उसकी अपनी कोई न कोई मजबूरी होती है. At having the landscape marred, वो एक्चुअली इस बात की तरफ इशारा करता है, शिकायत कंप्लेन करता है कि लैंडस्केप को जो है, प्राकृतिक परिदृश्य को जो है खराब कर दिया गया आर्टलेस पेंट के द्वारा. और जहां पर जो सिग्नल बोर्ड अस टर्न करने के लिए लगाए हुए हैं, उनको भी उन्होंने स्पॉइल कर दिया है. यहां पर यह बताना जरूरी है कि जो रोड साइड स्टैंड ओनर है, वो अपने पास बेचने के लिए वाइल्ड बेरीज और गोल्डन स्पेस को लिए हुए है, और वो वाइल्ड बेरीज इन जंगली पेड़ों को अपनी लकड़ी के काठ के बने हुए बर्तनों में रखे हुए हैं और सुनहरे बर्तनों में रखे हुए हैं, जो कि क्रूक नेक्ड गोल्डन स्पेस हैं, जो हरी भरी वेजिटेबल्स हैं, उसको जो कद्दू है उनको. So this is the first stanza of the poem. It's a long poem, so you have to learn the theme of the poem and the first stanza apart from the few of the basic thing about the poet Robert Frost. Okay.